Oh, okay. It was the last week of May in 1944 when we were ordered to leave all our personal belongings behind in the ghetto, that they are going to take us to a place in Hungary, a labor camp, and the place we will be taken to will have everything we needed. We were herded into the cattle car, and they could pack in a lot more people because we didn't have our belongings, about 100 people. There was no room to sit. We were standing and leaning against one another. Between each two cattle cars there was a booth with a guard with a machine gun who said anyone trying to escape he will shoot. The train moved very fast and the doors were sealed. It was moving on a track, and then they put a bar across it in the front of it so people could not possibly push it open from the inside. The train moved very fast. It only stopped for one reason, to refuel. And when the train stopped, we asked the guard by our cattle car for water. It was end of May, very hot, in a little tin box with 4 windows for air. The guard would always say 5 gold watches, and so the grown-ups gathered the watches and passed them through a little one of the windows, and then he would take a bucket of water and throw it through the window. It was an interesting exercise in futility, because I put my cup over my head. I never got more than a few drops, and I don't believe that anybody did either. So I wondered at the time why we were doing it. I only understand it in the last 36 years. It was our only way of getting any information of where we were being taken. I want to explain that people who are scared to death do not verbalize their thoughts, and I would have never ever thought about asking my mother, why are we asking for water when we are not getting any? It was the end of the 3rd day. The train stopped to ask for water, and the answer came back in German. Instantly, I understood what happened. We had crossed the border into Germany. Our Hungarian guards have been changed to German, which meant to all of us that the end was near. People in our cattle car were praying and crying, and the train moved on. We were in the cattle car for another 8 hours, and the train stopped. We again asked for water, and this time there was no answer in any language, which I concluded for myself that this must be the final stop, and I was right. We heard a lot of Germans yelling orders outside, and then the cattle car doors slid open. Thousands of people poured out of the cattle car onto a little strip of land called the selection platform.